Welcome back, Aitx shareholders. Let's talk about Steve Reinhardt's Aitx and the charts and what's happening this week. I did snoop on the Aitx Discord and just kept an eye on what people were saying in there, and they were buying here. Like they were buying at 44, 40, they were buying at 33, 36, which is absolutely foolish. Absolutely foolish. Do not, never, never, ever. When a stock runs like this, you never, it's not even a run, it's a pop. But when a stock pops or runs 30, 50%, you don't want to be buying. You should have already bought. Like you're already chasing at that point. And these people were buying as it's retracing. They think the AITX Discord thinks that there's going to be a secondary pop coming potentially this week. I know some people have left comments saying that we did get that here. We retraced and then had a second run here, a smaller run. But I would not. Look, I'm gonna tell you my game plan right now because we're smarter than some people. Some people they're buying right now as it's retracing. That's not how it works. You want to buy bottoms. You want to buy as cheap as possible. So like and subscribe for that because I'm about to tell you the game plan. Okay, here's my game plan. We already made 50% plus on this move. We knew it was coming just based on its historical patterns. At this point, wait for 0025. Wait for 0025. It came down to 0025. I'm gonna put a limit order on Monday for 0025, and I'll just sit on it. I'll be buying thousands of dollars worth this time. I'm gonna go bigger, and that's the game plan. So look to buy at 0025, and just buy and hold. No stop loss. The stop loss would be if they announce a reverse split, then we get out because we don't want to hold that through a reverse split. So that's pretty much the stop loss. It's not a normal stop loss. Normally when people think stop loss, they think, oh, if it comes down to 001, I'll take the loss. No, this is a different kind of stop loss. It's more it's the reverse split really is the big one. So if they announce a reverse split, that's the stop loss. We just get out. Don't question it, just get out. So that's the stop loss, your entry point 0025, and your exit should be, you should look to sell at 004, 005, and if it breaks 005, then 006. I remember telling people like, hey, we need to break 005. If we don't break that, it's time to take profit and get out. And we couldn't break it, unfortunately. So that's why I took my profits. I'm like, guys, I'm getting out. I got out in the 40s range because it just seemed a little too weak. The volume doesn't mean anything if it's not breaking these supports or these resistance. Yeah, if it's not breaking resistance, not supports. If it's not breaking resistances, it's time to get out. So I don't know about you guys. I don't like buying hot dogs at $2.50 when I can wait and it'll come down to 150 with that surge pricing. So let's just wait for 0025. That is the game plan. I just gave you the sell targets. Shoot for 005 for sure because that's a 100%er if you get in at 0025. And if you sell at 004, I mean, look, scale out. Sell some at 004 and the next at 005. This was probably the worst pop, the worst move, really. But what we were looking for was something like this. But what we got instead was this. So, it's still money, but a disappointing move. Not even a run. So just know, you got to know when to identify. You have to be able to identify that. Like, when is this going to be a runner, or is this going to be just a temporary 1 day thing? And I recognized right away in the morning, the day after this initial pop, like, wait, this isn't moving like it should. It gapped up, sure, but it should have been able to break 005 with ease, but it didn't. And that's kind of when I was like, okay, I'm getting out, guys. Like, so you have to be able to recognize that as well. Like, recognize when it's time to get out. Like, it should have been able to blast right through that, like it did here. Look at this candle here, gapped up, came down just a little bit, and then boom, it still closed even higher. That's what we needed to see. We needed to see this break 005 to go to 006. The fact that didn't happen, I was like, let's get out. So definitely, if you don't know how to identify when it's gonna run and when it's done, you got to learn that because that's valuable. Because then you know exactly when to get out. The exact time to buy is when it's cheap. The exact time to sell is when it's looking like, you know what, it's not breaking these levels like it should. Because you look at the history and it's like, man, this thing, when it runs, it has some big green candles. So very disappointed. Not gonna lie. We'll see if it runs some more next week, but I highly doubt it. I think we're just gonna slowly bleed uh, lower as it always does, and we'll just buy a 0025. If you're patient, don't forget to like and subscribe because you're gonna make money. I'll see you guys in the next one.